Okay, hello everybody. It's been a long time since I've been up and running. So, sorry about the delay. I took a short vacation there. I've been at work, but now I've got a couple days off, so I decided that I'm going to try and get up 4 videos today. Yes, you heard me, 4. Um, I'm getting some interesting mails about people asking, what they should roll, questions about how I make these. I record them using Cam Studio, and then I record the volume with Audacity afterwards because Cam Studio has lag issues, which were in my first couple videos. And then I sync the videos up using Windows Movie Maker, and I rebuild it so that it's meant for DVD format 3 megabyte, I think. I can't remember. But that's the program style I use when I'm publishing the videos before I upload them to YouTube. So it takes roughly about 30 minutes to get this video up completely after recording, because I have to re-record the volume, so that's another 10 minutes onto them most of the time, and then I have to re-record or re-dub them together so that it works properly. So I got another interesting question about someone asking me if they should do a in fact, give me one moment and I'll look and see where that is. I was just reading my mail actually. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm like getting a lot of comments posted back on my old stuff. Thank you guys for still watching it. Ah, CCH455, I think. You're the one that's asking me about how I make these. I just told you, so there you go. A lot of new computers have it. Uh, Final Fantasy G0D, supposed to be God, I'm gonna assume, asking you about a druid. It really all depends. I mean, the Taurens have the better Earth style fighting, while nature resistance and the improved stamina. Well, Night Elves have the faster Wisp form and the natural stealth. It all depends on your personal thing. That natural stealth can come in very handy. Trust me, I've used it a lot with mine. Because if you get ganged up on mobs, it lets you disappear. But the War Stomp could be just as useful, as well as the additional health and the additional armor to nature magic. So, it all depends. I personally would do the Nelf because I don't like Torns too much, to be honest. Torn Druid is okay, but having the extra redundancy to nature magic resistance and the Night Elves having a couple extra skills makes them a little bit more useful in my books. Let's see, what other questions do I have? Oh, Video Master. Well, XXX Video XXX Master XXX. You sent me a message. You were asking if I could do a video on the professions. I've never actually stated if I was ever going to do video on them, but to your response, I will never do videos on professions because they are long, tedious, and boring. Here's how the professions work. To level a profession, you just have to do the action for it. To level mining, you have to either smelt the metals or mine them. This is not that hard. When you get mining, you get the ability to see the mining things. Kind of like how hunters have the track beast effect. You can track mining points. You can find them very easily. For the first 75 levels, you can usually stay in the start areas and get copper ore and smelt that together. You might have to leave to get tin. Eventually, you'll just up it to silver for a while and bronze while you're getting to 125. And then from there, you'll go to iron and so on and so forth. It's not really that hard. You just gotta know it. Blacksmithing, if you're warrior class, you want to take mining and blacksmithing because blacksmithing will let you make armor. Same deal. You can use the stuff you make from mining to do it. In fact, I'd recommend combining the two most of the time because then you can make a lot of your bronze ore and copper ore early on and make tons of good armor at the start. It's a lot better than what you normally start with. Fishing is a third skill. You can actually have fishing, cooking, and first aid all on one person and still have 2 other skills. Fishing is just really simple. Go to a spot, use your fishing ability. You have to have a fishing pole equipped. You can use a bobble or anything else you want to make it so you can fish faster. And that's pretty much all you have to do is just go fishing. Uh, every time you reel something in, you'll usually get one level up. The lower level area you're in, the weaker the fish, so the less chance you're gonna level up. Once you start getting into higher levels, you can go to different areas. You can actually sit in the major, like the home cities, if there's a water source, and fish there till level 75 at level 5, and then just you won't have to worry about upping it for a while. It takes a couple hours, but what the hell. Skinning, once again, fairly simple. You're gonna notice, like, you see how I'm killing all these animals here. If you scroll over them after you loot them, they'll say skinnable. Once you get skinning, you come back here with a skinning knife, just pick up the leather off them, and that's it. Leather working lets you turn whatever you get from skinning into armor or better pieces of leather. It can take a while, yes. Is it worth it? Yes, because if your class uses leather armor, you can use it. Cooking, same way you find the ingredients and make it. Not all that hard. It just takes a while, and the ingredients can start to get expensive if you can't find them normally. First aid. First aid's fairly simple. You just have to get linen and stuff, which you get from humanoid NPCs, and there you go. Sorry, my nose was clogging up there, people. The tailoring uses cloth as well. I don't suggest mixing the two classes together because you're gonna need the linen and stuff for one and the other, so I don't recommend it. Tailoring is actually one of the ones I normally do on my mage characters because it can let you make armor for them, which is very, very useful. What's the other one? Oh, herb lore lets you pick up herbs. Recommended for money making right now because it's used for alchemy and it's alchemy and inscription. Alchemy lets you make potions from herbs. Very straightforward. You just have to have the herbs to do it with. And inscription lets you make glyphs and the little papers that up your stats. That can up your stats without actually having the spells. Also very useful. I could use that quite a lot early on. There are some people who don't use it. There are some that do. Herblore is actually one of my recommended ones for some mages. Well, especially mages and warlocks and any class that doesn't have healing that wants it. Because every 75 levels into it, you get something called Life's Blood, which is the first one with 75 heals 300 health over, I can't remember how many seconds. And that's really useful for mage classes. Plus, in some markets, the herbs will sell for a crud load if you've got them stacked, 20. Alchemy, you make potions, like healing potions, mana potions. It can be useful. It can. Oh, by the way, that little one that was running back there, I have no idea what was wrong with that. I think it was glitched doing that. I'm still doing a favor for Levershine where you've got to kill a certain number of these creatures off. That's pretty much what this entire video has been. Sorry, I didn't mention that at the beginning. God, what was I thinking of? Did tailoring, inscription. Yeah, same. That one's actually pretty expensive because you have to buy the inscriber's kit, which is 7 silver, and that can be quite expensive at level 5. So don't worry about it if you can't get a hold of the stuff. It's not going to be a problem. If you can get a hold of it, use it. If you can't, I don't remember if I die here or not. To be completely honest with you, I think I do. It's hard to tell. Yep, I do die. Or else nope, I died. Yep, watch. Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, I'm dead.